What's up everybody, Jason Cole here with rcgroups.com. I just finished my latest build and I wanted to share it with you guys. And no, it's not an RC airplane, it's actually a lightsaber. That's right, it has nothing to do with radio control hobby products, except that it kind of does. So, I've always wanted to build a lightsaber. I've been a Star Wars fan forever, and I was like, you know what, we're all under stay-at-home orders, might as well start the process now. And I started doing research and then bought some components, and I found out that this crosses over to the RC world perfectly. There's soldering, there's wiring, components, circuit boards, a lot of the skills you need for the radio controlled hobby definitely apply to building a lightsaber. So I figured while you guys are at home, maybe you want a new project or something different to play with, and you could build your own lightsaber. So I documented it. I've got an article on rcgroups.com showing all of the parts that I purchased and how I built it, where you can get those things if you want. And that link will be in the description of this video, so be sure to click that and go check it out. But here's my saber. So this is a KR Sabers Flagship hilt, and it comes aluminum or brass, and it's all, solid, just a couple of component pieces. Doesn't come with this leather wrap. I actually did that myself. I actually had some O-rings from one of my F5J gliders for the props that I was able to use for accent pieces. It does come with these shrouds that are removable, so you can kind of change the look up depending on how you like. I bought a switch. I actually built the blade from scratch. We'll talk about that in a minute. But inside is kind of the heart of it. It's a 3D printed chassis, and there's an 18650 high capacity battery in there. We've got a speaker, sits right in there, and then the main soundboard. This is the Verso from the Saber Armory. It's got an SD card, so it's real easy to program. I kind of went with this board because Cal over at the Saber Armory made this board specifically for kind of first-time builders and guys that are new to the hobby. And I have to agree, it was very simple, very easy to follow the instructions and wire up. You have to do a lot of soldering, but the soldering pads are pretty simple to get to. Kind of all the wiring's underneath the board right now, and it does press fit and kind of snap into place on the chassis. But it has a removable SD card, and that's kind of how you program it. So the board is pretty versatile. It has what we call smooth swing, which I'll show you in a minute. You can change the font colors of the blade. You can add new sounds. It only does one kind of sound font that is stored on the card, but you can put it in your computer and change the fonts up, which I'm actually using a custom sound font right now. But man, I gotta tell you, this was a lot of fun. I'll show you some of the building components and things that I had to do and solder together the blade connector. Now this is a removable blade. It's in quite a few pieces here, but you can see in the build process that I started out with a couple of addressable LED strips, call them NeoPixels, and I was able to solder on the connector for the hilt and the blade and make that all work and have diffusing material in there so the light strips run all the way up the blade and into the tip, and kind of light this thing up and make it look really, really solid. But to turn it on, we'll just click the button.
What is thy bidding, my master?
That's a custom little font I made. It's Darth Vader talking there. And then when you want to power it up, so you can hear the sound. It's pretty loud. It's got a nice hum to it. But that smooth swing we're talking about is when you move the blade. It's got gyros, accelerometers in here, and it kind of tracks how the blade moves. Now, one of the cool things about the NeoPixel blade is that it will kind of start at the hilt and climb the blade kind of like a real lightsaber would in Star Wars, and you can adjust the length of time that it takes to fully extend and fully retract, and based on how slow or fast your sound font is for those functions. It's real easy to change the colors too. You can double click the button if you want to change colors on the fly. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights off right now and show you guys kind of what it looks like in the dark.
What is thy bidding, my master?
And you'll be able to see kind of more of the color in the reflection on the TV, I think, than it picks up straight on the blade. So hopefully you can kind of tell as I scroll through the colors. Got green, got blue, like a pink, magenta, there's purple, really deep red. Got like a lighter blue, yellow, white, and then back to kind of my orange. And it does have a little bit of a flicker, which you can adjust as well in the blade. And that's really my favorite color right there. But you can have fun, see kind of how cool it looks when you're spinning it around. So that's my build, guys. This is the KR Sabers Flagship with the Verso soundboard in it. You can also mute the sound so you can just have the color on the blade if you want. But man, what a lot of fun to put this together, to build it, to do the leather wrap for the first time, and just learn some new skills even to supplement what I do in the RC hobby. It's been a whole lot of fun. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you're interested and want to build your own saber. Like I said, I've got a link in the description to the article where you can see all the parts that I used and get some help with that. But guys, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you on the next video.